mediation, is it not difficult to achieve that we are sort of at loggerheads? We are disputing, we have our differences. Is it not difficult for us, first of all, to agree to bring our issue to Martin to resolve for us? So if I am the one who feel that you are in a position to help us resolve our issue because you're an ADR practitioner, or there's an ADR, institution or center somewhere, or as when it happens in the situation that Alex coordinates in the court, a judge, you agree with the judge that this matter can go for ADR, and then one is agreeing, one is not agreeing. How do you resolve that situation?
Well, in ADR, it's always voluntary. You can't compel the parties. A judge may well refer the parties to ADR in a court-connected process. When they get to the mediator, they can tell him, as for me, I'm not interested, though. It's the judge who said we should come, by me, I want the court to resolve the matter. That's the end of it.
That's it?
Yes, you can't compel him.
You can't try to convince or
persuade. You may try to say, look, the judge wants you to come and try this, looking at the nature of the case. The judge has observed that the person you have this dispute is your very good friend or is a business partner. You have certain things in common. So he doesn't want that relationship to be destroyed. That is why he has referred the matter to ADR. So please think about it carefully. We can't really force you, but you can go think through it. If tomorrow you think you can come, we'll be ready for you. That kind of situation. But you don't ever compel the parties to negotiate in a mediation process. Additionally, if it is a private process too, that is why the rules of engagement are very important. See, you can't force them. You are there for them. But there are very innocuous means of ascertaining the facts and gradually allowing the parties to begin to talk to each other. So we have what we call the phases of mediation. Now, the first phase of mediation is what we indicated when they are welcome, ground rules, all those things are discussed. Then the second phase is discussing what has brought them there. Okay. Well, and then you let them know that, normally the person who reported the matter, like in the court, the plaintiff will be allowed to speak first, but there are no hard and fast rule. If the defendant wants to speak first and the plaintiff allows it, fine. But the important thing to a mediation process is for the parties to talk. And now the mediator can ask, okay, so can you explain to me why you brought this matter here? He's invited one of the parties to explain to him. In many situations, the two parties are even at loggerheads. They are not talking to each other. But by inviting him to talk to the mediator, the other party is sitting there.
That's right.
Now, as you are talking to the mediator, that other party is also listening.
That's
he
right.
might be looking away as if he's not interested, but he's listening. Now, something, the magic of this is, as the first party is explaining to the mediator, and this other person listening, he begins to gather certain perspectives and understanding that in his wildest imagination he thought was impossible. Oh, so when he did A, B, C, D, this was actually what he meant. Like we used the iPad last week, last week.
Right.
So when he was grabbing the thing, he wasn't taking it away from me and running. He wasn't trying to steal it. He actually has something, a reference to make. Oh, no, if I had known, what is that? I could have given it to him.